and welcome back to yet another edition of As Told by Bree. I am, of course, Bree, and I'm back with yet another video. Okay, so I made this video about a year ago, and I went through all things nightlife in Atlanta, A to Z. I told you the bars to go to, the lounges you need to hit, the clubs, the strip clubs, the after-hour spots, the cigar lounges, the speakeasies, the sports spots. I told you everywhere you needed to go in Atlanta. And y'all really seem to like that video, so I'm back with yet another one. And because it was a year ago, so much has changed in the city in such a short amount of time. All of those spots, for the most part, are still here, but there are so many spots that have opened up or spots that I have recently discovered within the past year. So I am here to share with you guys an update of the Atlanta Nightlife Survival Guide. Everything Atlanta A to Z, I got you covered right here in this video. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and let's go ahead and get right into the video. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start with the lounges. This seems to be the longest list of things that have recently opened up in the city. Okay, so this first lounge, I actually mentioned it in the first video, but I wanted to bring it back to the table because they've opened up so many more locations since then. Crew Lounge. So when I talked about it last time, they only had their location on Glen Iris, and then they also had another location on Peter Street. But since then, they have opened so many more. They have one on Edgewood now. They have one on the south side. You can look it up, but they have maybe 5 or 6 locations now. And I think the one on the south side has a bowling alley in it. So definitely check Crew out if you want to go catch a vibe, smoke some hookah. Alrighty, up next we have Lily's. And Lily's is over in the Buckhead area near Blue. Copper Cove is also over that way. Pasha's not far from there either. They also have brunch. So if you like brunch, you can also put Lily's on the list. Okay, Blue Seafood. So Blue Seafood is actually one of my favorite new spots. And I absolutely love it because one is centrally located, so it's pretty convenient. It's in the heart of the city, right on Marietta Street, so in West Midtown, for those of you who are familiar with Atlanta. And it's actually a seafood restaurant, but they serve hookah. It's black owned, of course. Most of these spots that I'm going to name are black owned. And they have great music, and every day they have a different special. So if you check their website, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find out what it is that they have going on that day. And I know one day they do karaoke night, so if you like karaoke, if that's your thing, definitely stop in for that too. Okay, so we have Hendrix. Hendrix, I want to say it's Future's spot. Hendrix is new and it's on Edgewood. So Edgewood is like a kind of a one-stop shop if you want to go bar hopping. If that's your thing, then you can go to Hendrix. BQE is also right down the street. Harold's is right down the street. Fin and Feather is right down the street. And also the next one that I'm going to go into is also on the same street. It's called Slush. And Slush is like, they have like these slushy drinks, kind of like daiquiris almost. I've heard that they are pricey though, so yeah. Okay, we have Midtown Beach Club. This is in the heart of Midtown. They have a pool at this club, y'all. So if you want to get that like Miami vibe, that Vegas vibe, I would definitely recommend checking out Midtown Beach Club. Alrighty, Vision Lounge. This is also in Buckhead, and it's just another lounge, honestly. There's nothing really special about Vision. I think they do Taco Tuesdays, but like, it's just another lounge. Alright, so Esco Seafood. So this is in the chain of restaurants Escobar Dillard Hospitality Group. Shout out to my girl Snoop. She has a bunch of restaurants throughout the city. She has Escobar, Esco South, Esco Seafood. She has Crave, which is in Little 5 Points. But yeah, definitely check out Esco Seafood. It is also on Edgewood. Okay, next up we have Hyde. And Hyde is a lounge in Buckhead. It's actually really small. It's not as small as Crew though. If you've been to Crew, you know Crew is small. But Hyde is also kind of small. And then you have Hive. So you have Hyde and then you have Hive. And Hive is pretty cool too. You can go there. They also have brunch. So like I said, if that's your thing, you can stop in. You can catch a vibe with some friends. And most of these places, I think all of the places that I've named so far have hookah. So you can go there. You can catch a vibe. Great music, hookah, good drinks. They'll probably have a DJ and good people, good vibe. Alrighty, up next we have Blue Martini. And Blue Martini is a bit more on the upscale, bougie side of Atlanta. It's in Buckhead. They have a cover. Usually it's about $20 to get in. They don't really have good parking over there either. You do have to valet. If I'm not mistaken, every time that I've been, I've had to valet the car. Blue Martini is a nice vibe. I would say dress up if you're gonna go to Blue Martini. Last time I went, everybody was pretty much like dressed up, and it's not like super dressy, but you would want to maybe put on like a nice dress and some heels for sure. Men, you may want to wear a nice blazer if you can put it together real nice, or a nice button down, or a nice sweater, whatever floats your boat. But yeah, Blue Martini is definitely a bit more on the upscale side. Okay, so earlier you guys heard me mention Fin and Feather. So Fin and Feather, I wanted to bring them up again as well because they've also expanded. They have a few more locations. They're not in the city. They're a little bit outside of the perimeter, but definitely check those out as well. Buckhead seems to be where all the hot spots are, to be totally honest. There is another spot in Buckhead called Sauce. And honestly, I was recently at Sauce, and I absolutely love it. Because one, it's extremely low key. You're not gonna run into anybody you know. You know how in Atlanta sometimes you know if you go to Siva's, if you go to Blue, you're gonna run into somebody that you know. This is not happening at Sauce. And Sauce plays really good music. Like typically when you go in there, you're gonna hear like R&B, like real contemporary modern R&B. So like Brent Faiyaz, Jhené Aiko, Summer Walker, Aretha Lennox. That's the kind of music you're gonna hear when you go into Sauce, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so this next category is honestly restaurants. But these restaurants lately, especially the ones that are black owned, have been catching a vibe. Like they'll have a specific night to where you can come and they'll have like a DJ, they'll probably have hookah, they'll have just good vibes altogether. So I'm gonna give you guys a list of some of the restaurants in Atlanta that are like a vibe. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. First and foremost, we have Tribeca, and this is one of my favorite spots in Atlanta. Tribeca is very sexy. It's very chic. You can go in there, honestly, on really any night and have dinner, but I know on Wednesdays, they have what's called Wine Bottle Wednesdays. So yeah, Tribeca is always a vibe, to me at least, and then they have a patio where you can smoke hookah. If you're into cigars, you can smoke cigars out there as well. Okay, this might be the most poppin' spot in Atlanta right now when it comes to restaurants. Well, let me not say that. But this is a very popular spot. It's a very mixy spot. Rock Steady. Everybody seems to be fanning out over Rock Steady right now. I have some friends who are promoters, and they have a Thursday night event there called The Mix. So if you ever want to go to Rock Steady and have a good time, you can go there and catch dinner. And then upstairs they have a lounge, and you can go there and have a great time. Like they'll bring out a DJ, drinks. Like it's packed wall to wall, wall to wall, and it's like young professionals. So I would say people between the ages of 25 and 35 who are going to be there and just having a good time. So if you want to socialize, have a good time, meet some new people, network, I would definitely recommend going to Rock Steady, especially on a Thursday night. Now, I would say if you want to get dinner there, then definitely make reservations. There's a new spot called Sea Salt. It's kind of newish, and I haven't been there, but I've heard good things about it, so definitely check that one out. So I have recently discovered this spot called Match, and similar to Sauce, Match is extremely low-key. If you want a little sneaky link type of date, and I don't encourage those, but check out Match for sure. Okay, Draw Bar. So Draw Bar, I've recently gone to Draw Bar, and I absolutely love it. It is a rooftop on top of the interlock, the Bellyard. The Bellyard. It's in West Midtown. It's brand new. The rooftop is very sexy. Part indoor, part outdoor. And outdoors, they also have not fire heaters. What are those things called? Like heaters. They have heaters out there. So don't worry about being cold. Listen, they got you covered, okay? Regent's Cocktail Bar. So Regent's Cocktail Bar is at Shops at Buckhead. So it's right next to Gypsy Kitchen, Southern Gentleman, Le Colonial. So if you want a bougie vibe, if you want a bougie rooftop vibe, definitely go to Regent's. Bar Vegan. So I actually went to Bar Vegan in one of my vlogs, and I can link it for you if you guys want to just see what it's like. But Bar Vegan is also black owned. Like I said, most of these spots that I'm naming are pretty much black owned. Bar Vegan, you can go there, catch a vibe. It's at Ponce City Market. Inside, I want to say it's on the second floor. And it's owned by the same girl, Pinky, who owns Slutty Vegan. So all of their food is vegan options, but it's cool in there. Like, it's a cool little vibe. The food isn't bad either. Honestly, I had an egg roll and I had a Philly cheesesteak. I've been a few times. And it tasted like an egg roll and a Philly cheesesteak. I would have never known that I was eating vegan food. So definitely go check them out. Okay, the talk of the town in Atlanta right now seems to be Steak Market, okay? Steak Market is a brand new steakhouse here in Atlanta. It used to be a place called Simon's right across from Siva's, but they've recently changed ownership. Unfortunately, Simon's is gone due to COVID. Steak Market has since replaced them. So, Steak Market is extremely expensive, okay? Listen, I recommend looking online before pulling up to this place because, listen, if it's not in the budget, do not go because that place is high as all hell, okay? But I think they're trying to attract a different clientele. Like, when you see those prices, you're gonna understand exactly what I mean. It's definitely not for the everyday person. It's definitely for someone who has a little bit more budget to work with, if you know what I mean. But like I said, check the website before you go. Okay, up next we have Apartment 4B. I've been there once. It's really cool. It's like a vintage type of vibe. They have a bunch of records in there, like vinyl records at the front, very decorative. Pretty cool vibe, especially on Wednesdays. They have an event there, and I can't think of the name of it, but my friend, his name is Louis V, my DJ. He is the DJ there on Wednesday night, so definitely check him out. Oh, just remember what the event is called. It's called Flirt After Work. So up next, we're gonna move on to the sports bars. So there are 2 new sports bars in the city, and they are a vibe. First and foremost, we have Views. Views is a sports bar in downtown Atlanta, and it is absolutely a vibe. It is Black owned, and you can go in there, watch some football, go in there on a game day, basketball. You can go in there and catch a game. They have tons and tons of TV in there. They have brunch. They serve dinner. I heard it's pretty lit on Friday and Thursdays and Friday nights. I don't know. I've only been there for brunch and to catch a couple Falcons games. But yeah, definitely check out Views. We also have Experience, which is also another sports bar, and that's out on Buford Highway. So it's kind of like not Buckhead, but in that area, kind of. Okay, cigar lounges. So we have a new Red Phone Booth. So Red Phone Booth is a cigar lounge. The original location is in downtown Atlanta, and they have recently opened up a cigar lounge in Buckhead. Yeah, the new one is in Buckhead. And then we also have Burn by Rocky Patel. I'm pretty sure this is not a new spot, but it's new to me. Y'all know I like cigar lounges. I like hanging out at cigar lounges. I just like the ambiance. So I like to go to cigar lounges. I like to check them out. So Burn by Rocky Patel is actually at the Battery. So it's not actually in like the downtown, midtown Buckhead area, but it's at the Battery. So definitely check it out. It is nice. It has a nice vibe. So definitely check them out as well. Okay, we have C&C Social House, which is, it's like loungy, but it's more of like a speakeasy, to be totally honest with you. And it's also in the Edgewood area on Auburn Ave. When I tell you the decor is so chic, the decor in there is so cute. You can go in there and catch like live music. They also have brunch. They also have an upstairs section if you wanted to do like private event. I've actually done a private event there. C&C, check them out for sure. And it might be members only now. So you might want to call them before you go up there. Alrighty guys, so that is it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, in that first video I probably named about 50 spots, and in this one I probably gave you probably about 30 more. So listen, if you come to the city, don't say you don't know what to do. Don't say you don't know where to go. But listen, if you need advice, if you need a recommendation, definitely feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help. But if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see y'all in the next one. Okay, later.